So you started a new gym routine, right? And you started a new therapy routine. I don't know if it's new.
Yeah. It's new.
How have
It's all
those
new.
habits like kind of helped you with like the daily grind?
So I have been the past probably year and a half really, really struggling with my mental health, everything. I found myself drinking to try to, I guess, mask, which is not something that I do because I don't take any medication. I don't smoke any weed. I don't do anything
Right.
to keep me from feeling my feelings because that's why we have them as human beings.
Right.
We are meant to feel our emotions. And I go through them and I wear them on my sleeve. I'm a very open and honest person. And I feel like the past year and a half has been a big challenge for me being myself because I feel like there are people that are just constantly at me for whatever which reason. And I let them get to me.
Now, are these people in the community?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think, people don't realize when you're in the spotlight, there's a lot of amazing things, but there are going to be, I hate to say it,
Haters.
There's going to be haters. Yeah.
So usually
and we
when-
have that too.
Yeah.
And it's like, I always tell David and I always tell everybody else, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right.
And you know what? That is
True.
something that people have constantly told me, but I don't necessarily go by that because I want people to like me. Maybe that's where I am falling short because I guess, to get to the top, you have to not give a fuck about anybody, right? Is that
Girl, I don't
Is
even
that-
know what to say right now. I'm like,
you
oh.
do it? You get to the top being lonely. You get to the top by
True.
fighting your hardest
Yeah.
to make it,
Yeah.
no matter what anybody says, right? And that's my struggle. I don't want that. I don't want to be that person.
Right.
But people have turned me into that,
that
person.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I see where the therapy's coming in.
Actually, no, it was so funny because I had to have therapy so I could come onto the podcast. Like I had to be like, okay. She's like, you don't have to answer any question right away. Breathe. And then take some time to think about it. But now here I am. I'm just spilling it.
So here's the comment. I mean, it's a common thread because we've had Rachel Cavello on. Who,
I love Rachel.
Who
She's one of
has
my big mentors.
anxiety and I
Yes.
suffer from depression, anxiety, and PTSD. So I feel like the more that we talk about it, the more we can join together
Right.
and help each other.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we all need to be supportive of each other
Yeah.
and help us through our mental health issues.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
and that's-
I
yeah.
believe in that.
That's why I love having this dialogue with you because it brings it out to the forefront. And a lot of people struggle with it and they try to hide it. And then, like you had mentioned, the alcohol, people
Yeah.
try to cope with the alcohol, and it's just not healthy long term.
It's not healthy.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's I like to drink and people will have things that they want to say about me. I usually don't drink during the week and I don't keep alcohol in the house. So alcoholic, not this one.
Yeah.
If you see me out, or at a show, I'll drink. I'll partake. I like to have fun. My guests like to, but I do know a stopping point.
Right.
I do know. And it's just people will have their own thing that they say about you no matter
Right.
what.
Right. That's
So
absolutely
how are you kind of moving above it all, like above the fray?
Therapy.
Do you feel like you're making good progress there?
I do. And
Okay,
actually,
that's great. Okay.
I've been in twice a week for about a month now.
Oh, great. Okay.
On top of going to the gym. And I took a full month off of drag. I took a full month off of drag. And that was something that was so needed because I didn't realize how toxic drag had become for me.
Wow. Yeah.
And something that I loved so much. Now, drag started on a very, very dark, in a dark place for me. And I always go back to that dark place as the reason why I started and then how I've rose above that and where I'm at now, and
It's such an inspirational story, your origin story.
thanks. Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
would you mind sharing just a touch of it?
Yeah,
Like how you
I
got
don't
into
mind.
it?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
So I started drag because of an abusive relationship. He tried to kill me, and because of alcohol, he was drunk, and I was in a very, very dark place. And my drag mom, she put me in drag one night. I did an open floor night in Gainesville, and I felt good. And 10 years later, here I am.
Well, that's great. Yeah.
So, I have stories. I've gone through a lot. I know who I am as a person, but I also lost sight of who I am as a person because of this character.
Right.
It's very easy to do in drag because you get so immersed in creating a character and it takes over your mind. Like I have multiple people living in this head. Like there are so many people in this head. And I'm not only in a relationship with myself as Brian, I'm in a relationship with Brianna. I'm in a relationship with Dom, my partner. I'm in a relationship with my business. Socially, I'm in relationships. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
And I think I have been able to reconnect again with myself through therapy, through the gym, to be able to take on things as I can in the future.
Yeah, and I've known you for about a year and a
Yeah.
half now, and I will say, in talking with you, I do feel like a renewed sense
Yeah.
of energy coming from you.
Thanks.
So it's so great to see that you took that time off,
Yeah.
and it probably is just going to pay back in tenfold.
I hope so.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Yeah.
really hope so. And I hope, over the next few months that people do feel that I am taking the time to work on myself. And I believe in mental health counseling. I believe that in the world that we're living in now, do it.
Yeah.
Whether you feel good or not, there's no right way to do therapy.
Right.
Yeah, and
Do
some
it.
people can't afford the therapy. Project No Labels will offer free
That's
love that.
absolutely
or
right.
on an adjusted scale. So,
Yep.
there are resources out there for folks to
Right.
access therapy. So,
Right.
yeah, it's really important.